Everybody, Liz Levine with Signature College Counseling. So today we're going to talk about why do colleges defer students? So before we get into answering that question, let's talk about what does getting deferred from a college mean? So deferrals typically happen when a student either applies early action or early decision to a college or university. And because when you apply early action or early decision, you apply early and you hear early, right? That's the one of the great purposes of applying early, is that you're going to hear early. So what happens is that a college gets all these applications, early action, and has to make a decision on them. They have to make a decision on whether they're going to accept this student, whether they're going to decline this student, or whether they're going to defer this student. So deferring a student means that you didn't get declined, you didn't get a no, but you didn't get a yes. What happens is that you have applied early action, you now will be moved into the regular decision pool, and then your application re-reviewed amongst the regular decision applicants, right? Regular decision applicants apply later than the early action or early decision deadline. So same thing with early decision. Early decision, although it's a binding decision if you get accepted, if you get deferred, what happens is you get moved into the regular decision pool and you're no longer in a binding agreement. If you get accepted in the regular decision pool, you can still decide to not attend that college or university. So that's what a deferral means. They are deferring you from that early pool of applicants into the regular decision pool of applicants. So what does it mean if a college defers you? So it can mean several different things. It can mean, I know that University of Michigan, this was several years ago, received so many applications, like something like 70,000 applications in the early action pool, that they couldn't read all of them. And so they had no choice but to defer many, many applicants into the regular decision pool. I had a student of mine who got deferred, excellent student, and in the regular decision pool got accepted. It can also mean that the student didn't necessarily meet the criteria within the early application pool to warrant an acceptance, right? The early application pool, the early applicant pool may have been very competitive. And so the college or university says they didn't quite meet the criteria amongst all of these early applications. And so we're going to move them to the regular decision pool. There's some schools, such as Georgetown, at least in years past, where if you don't get accepted in the early action pool, you automatically get deferred. Nobody gets declined from Georgetown in the early application pool. I have concerns about that because when you're deferred, it still gives hope that you're going to get accepted. And certainly you may very well get accepted if you get deferred into the regular decision pool. But with Georgetown, Georgetown's an extremely selective and difficult school to get accepted to, no matter how good of a student and credentials you have. And so by deferring everybody into the regular decision pool, they've really given hope to some students that are never going to get accepted. So that's just my opinion on it. So those are really some of the reasons why a college would defer you. It's really one of those two reasons for the most part. Hoping that's helped everybody. Liz Levine with Signature College Counseling, making your college admissions journey easier to navigate.